everyone. Follow up to my last video, and I'll try to keep this one smaller because people seem to like to parse each sentence and respond with like 5 sentences, and so, everything I say will become 3 times longer in the response, and I'm having trouble keeping up with all your responses, so, shorter video. Let's try this. What is Bernie Sanders' biggest battle yet that he hasn't faced? Is it taming his hair? No, but electable hair is an issue. Is it his age? No, not really. Most politicians that run for president are old as fuck. Is it his extreme and radical views? No. People are generally liking that. Those supporters that he does have. What he's going to run into as a huge problem is the one place where Hillary Clinton is actually more consistent than Bernie Sanders. And what is that? You guys have been telling me that Bernie Sanders has been consistently Bernie. But there's one place where he hasn't been. And recently. See, recently he decided to change his political party affiliation from independent to Democrat, and that's where he's going to have an issue. What issue is that? Well, in my experience as a delegate for political parties, what I've noticed is that caucuses and assemblies that winnow down delegates into who's going to the next assembly and finally getting down to the RNC or DNC, those places are like huge hotbeds of nepotism and cronyism, okay? If you haven't been a part of the political process in that party for decades, you are not going to make it to the National Assembly, the place where the final determination is made, okay? It's just not going to happen. You show up and you think, if I make a good speech and say, hey, everybody, vote for me so I can go on to the next level, maybe I'll be able to sway a few people. Guess what? I got like 6 votes myself. But you know what? Nobody knew me. And nobody trusts anyone that they don't know with something that important. Okay? The people that are going to be delegates in the Democratic Party, they're going to be the people who have year after year supported the Democratic Party. And Hillary has been consistently grooming herself to be president for a very long time. Okay? And I'm pretty sure that all of the delegates have taken a page out of Ron Paul's book, okay? And they've said, wow, if we just go control the delegate process and we all just become delegates for Hillary, then yay, we can get her in and we can secure this thing, finally, and not have something like an upstart like Barack Obama come in, So all of the avenues for upstarts like Barack Obama, Ron Paul, Ronald Reagan, they're getting shut down, okay, because people are becoming smarter and realizing that they have to plan in advance. And when I say in advance, they have to take precinct leadership, such as I have, and they have to do it elections prior to the election that they want to actually affect, okay? So if you think that you're going to just have your candidate change positions on which political affiliation that they're going to have after, say, 40 years of snubbing their nose at the two-party system and saying, I don't want to stand with those people. After 40 years, flopping on that principle and then expecting those die-hard Democrats to just say, oh, yeah, we accept you, finally, after 40 years of you thumbing your nose at us. If you think that that's going to work, you didn't do enough if all you did was send Bernie money and just vote for him in a primary that is just basically it's a opinion poll that has no weight to it, because if you didn't go out and grab a delegate seat by going to your caucus, okay, by going to that caucus assembly in your precinct and fucking grabbing that seat and going down as a delegate yourself, you didn't do enough. But Hillary supporters, they will. They have been. They've been planning this for decades. That's where Hillary Clinton is more consistent than Bernie Sanders. She's been running for president for fucking ever.